cracking, guys? Omar Esoff here. I'm at the gym, but I'm not going to be talking about anything today. I got my boy Alberto Nunez, bodybuilder, talking about chest development. If you know me, got the ass chest, focusing on it. One of the areas that I like personally when it comes to training, one of my favorite areas to lift. So make sure, if you guys like this style of content, right, kind of getting into the nitty-gritty details of bodybuilding, to like this video and post below what area you want to see next. You guys voted, you voted chest. So that's what we're doing. Without further ado, Alberto, you want to take it away.
Okay guys, so today we're going to go over pecs, and I think when it comes to choosing movements, that's one thing that I am to some extent quite liberal with, especially when we're looking at them from a bodybuilding point of view. You know, if you don't like the bench press, you can do the incline press. If you don't like the incline press, you can pick a dumbbell press, pick a machine. However, I'm here on the bench press because it's one of those movements. I think most barbell chest presses are just a bit underrated when it comes to how well they can actually recruit your pecs. And I think the main reason that this happens is because people don't know how to use their pecs. So it's not just for powerlifters, it's a wonderful movement. But I think before we get on this or give you guys some kind of specific tutorial as to how to do this movement, what I want to do is troubleshoot a few issues that I see quite frequently. Alright guys, welcome to Pound Town, USA. Proud owner of this gym, Brian Miner. Also the proud owner of recently a 400-pound bench press. And I think one of the reasons that he's so good at bench pressing, he's actually really good at using his pecs when he presses. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of find or go over some cues that will work for most. Of course, a lot of us are aware that, you know, we want to keep our scapula pinched back. So I use Brian here as my model. So scapula pinched back. And then when he's pressing, the main function of the pec is going to be show him your humeral adduction. Humeral adduction, which basically means bringing your humerus across your body. So pecs were meant to hug. If it's your bro, we do unilaterally. There you go, just like that. Therefore, that's actually why nature gave us pecs. Why do we have nipples though, right? I think it's a landmark for bench pressing. Yeah. There we go. So humeral adduction is show them one more time, is basically that. It's bringing your pecs, bringing your humerus across your body, okay? And it can be quite elusive to actually do that. Do that especially under a load. For you guys, I would say perhaps it would be best to focus on internal cues. For someone like Brian, it's gotten to the point where it's just what he does, it's just how he moves. So you focus mostly on...
Yeah, your hands are anchored to the bar already, and so any vertical movement of the bar is going to cause that adduction of your humerus. So it's not like I'm thinking of doing a fly per se, yeah. It's just pressing the weight, and that adduction is a product of that cue.
So for someone like Brian, he's really good at keeping this tight and then just getting that humerus across, and it's just second nature. He doesn't really have to think about it. But most of us, we're not Brian, so this is what we're going to go over is a way to learn how to bench press or just do any sort of chest press in a way that is where you're going to be using your pecs in a way that's way more effective, I feel. I've been tanning for this. All right, shout out to the Glucose Network for the shirt, but I'm gonna take it off so that you guys can actually see the pecs working. All right, so a lot of you guys are familiar with floor presses. Most of us have done it at some point. However, what we're going to do is we're gonna, to some extent, focus a little bit more on what our back is doing. And you don't have to make this your choice movement for your chest. However, it can be something that you do before you actually start pressing, so that you can kind of find your groove and learn to activate your pecs, and then you can hop on whatever movement you feel works best for you or is most practical for you. So again, this is just kind of a training tool. You don't have to use it, but I don't think it's a bad movement at all. Okay, so let's get on the floor. From here, what the floor does, it's obviously wider than a bench, is it just gives you a lot of skin-on-skin contact. So you're able to have a good idea as to what your scapula is doing, whether your shoulder is back and tucked in, right? So you get immediate feedback from the floor. So what I'm going to have you guys do is, as you press downward, typically the way most people will do these is they just kind of bounce right back up, especially once it starts to get hard. What I'm going to have you guys do is, on the way down, is actually almost try to row back a little bit, squeeze your back, and feel that back musculature turn on. I think this is a lot easier to do with one arm at a time, and then perhaps your last activation set you can probably do both, since most pec movements you guys are going to use. Just realize it's kind of ridiculous that I'm giving a tutorial on my back, but since most movements that people use, we use both arms at the same time. But yeah, to start, this is a great way to learn. Is just kind of do it one arm at a time. So squeeze your back, and then see if you can catch any looseness you might have there. Once you feel tight and everything's in place, scapula's back, shoulders down, away from your ear, don't just press the weight up, but focus on bringing this humerus across your body, okay? So a little something like this, and if you're kind of new to this or you have issues with it, you'll realize that by the time you come back down, oh, I've lost a little bit of tightness, recheck that thing, and then bring it back again, all right? And again, if you like this enough, it can totally be a prime mover, I feel. So give that a try. Again, you can actually make this your main movement, but I think it's just an excellent way to cue in keeping your back tight and learning to do this. Here you go, and give some damn good hugs at the same time.
Well guys, that's all the time we have. Okay, I finished my training. I feel a little bit lightheaded, to be perfectly honest right here. Thank you so much to Alberto for doing this video. Make sure to follow him. Links are in the description. If you like this video, make sure to like the damn video. And I'll be seeing all you guys, my rascals, in that next video. Peace!